his home. He saw in a short period of time that his parents became villains and hated all around the world. He watched his parents divorce, and his whole life crumbled. He got into drugs and a whole bunch of bad stuff. And somehow, he never gave up his hope and his belief in Jesus. And he decided later on, when I think he was 20, that he was going to go and open up a church and a bar. And it was going to be specifically for all the people that felt they were kicked out of church.
After our lesson in the large group, when we break into small groups, they go there and they not only unpack their week and their issues of what they're dealing with, but they start to discuss the topic. And they look at the passages that we've been addressing during that night. And it's pretty amazing because you have all these kids of all different backgrounds, and you can have an atheist and an agnostic and a Christ follower all there discussing about Jesus and what he meant and how significant his message is.
I was dragged here, for lack of a better words, by two friends of mine who don't come here anymore, which is almost ironic, but that's how I came here. And it was nerve-wracking. Like, I've always had social issues, so coming to a new social environment for me was huge. But the second I got into the small groups, which are happening right now, holy crap, it changed everything. I felt comfortable. We were having philosophical talks, having religious, and it just felt amazing. And ever since that's my first experience, it just kept me coming back. So
it's like a second family to me. Something to do every Tuesday, look forward to, and meeting new people and seeing the same faces. I do like the fact that they welcome everybody here, and it's not just like, well, if you don't believe in God, get the heck out of our church. It's like, well, come here and socialize, and if you don't agree with what we're saying, you know what, that's okay.
A lot of people come in here not really having had a church background, and they come here and they just feel so loved, and they're just sort of like, wow, this is really cool, and that maybe there is something behind that, and that they really do have a message to share, and it's helped me a lot personally in my faith.
We do a lot of activities here, a lot of events that are all kind of lead back to our mission. And the mission of this youth ministry is to live out and teach the unconditional love of Christ. And so we have a lot of events, whether it's an End Poverty concert where you've got several thousand students coming to the Hershey Center and they celebrate and they learn about poverty and injustice with other bands and other students. Or you have something small where you have 20 students that pool $200 together and they go down and they serve and treat the homeless in Toronto to warm meals, whether it's McDonald's or Tim Hortons. There's a wide scope of the different things that we do, but everything kind of flows out of that mission. And so you look in our youth room, you look and you talk in our small groups, you get a sense in that community that we are about justice because Jesus was about justice, and Jesus was about that broken heart for the people that are needy.